Quickly, summon the bros! A cascade, a cavalcade of bros demanding compliments. Summon the bro... Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents Scents. The bros demand compliments, and that's what we're giving them today. That's right, 10 fragrances if all you care about is compliments. You care about nothing else. Originality, potential versatility, vaguely important. Classiness, no thank you. We demand one thing only. Unbridled positive attention to help boost our fragile egos. Did I say that out loud? So yeah, today we have 10 fragrances if all you care about is compliments. These are certified compliment monsters. Each of them will be linked in the description below, so feel free to check them out down there. And these are in no particular order. So the first fragrance that I show you is not the worst compliment getter, nor is it the best. All of these are special in their own ways. And that's what makes this all unique. So let's begin with this one right here. This is Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma, Coral Fantasy. You know, when you're hanging out by yourself alone and having a fantasy about coral. And this one is a great 3-season, nay, 4-season fragrance. I know I said that maybe versatility isn't the most important thing. We're talking just compliments, but it doesn't hurt to have both of those things, which this one does. Has a nice sweetness to it, really pleasant apple in the opening, even a little bit of tobacco as the fragrance dries down. It also has a little bit of lavender in there, cardamom, a touch of citrus as well. And this one can do pretty much everything. Daytime, nighttime, doesn't matter. You can wear this casually, you can wear this on a date, you can even wear it to the office, as long as you don't go crazy heavy with the trigger. Does it get compliments? Yes, it does. Actually, I would say this one and also Born in Roma Intense are both two of the best compliment pulling fragrances that you can get today. And I would put both of them into this video, but then it would be a little bit too much Valentino. So just one for now, Coral Fantasy. And if you don't quite have the money to splurge on this, but you really like how it smells, you can also get Lattafa's Jasur, which is a very well done clone of that scent for less. If you got the money, scoop that one. Let's get a little bit weird with the next one, MCM Onyx, which looks like a little backpack, or maybe like a little crossbody or something like that. Actually, I think I've seen guys wearing ones about that size before. You know, go on vacation, gotta keep your goods right across the chest so nobody comes up and snatches it. And this is a fragrance that does not get as much hype or love as most of the other fragrances that we're gonna talk about here today. That one flies right under the radar. It's gonna run you at discounters between $45 and $60, depending on the size of bottle that you get. And the atomizer here, actually really nice. A lot of times with those built-in atomizers built into the bottle, they'll be a little bit, what's the word? Awful. This one though, like you just saw, not too bad. In terms of the note breakdown, you've got ginger in here, pink pepper, a bit of citrus, lavender, violet leaf, vetiver, and clear wood. And in terms of scent profile, it's actually kind of close to a fairly well-known fragrance, Dior Sauvage, more specifically the Eau de Parfum, and it also is going to remind you a bit, of course, of Luna Rossa Carbon, because that fragrance also smells similar to Dior Sauvage. And yes, I could have just gone with Dior Sauvage in this video, because that is the most popular men's fragrance on the market, which is most popular because it does get a ton of positive attention. I wanted to switch it up, go with something a little bit different. Different, but also really similar. So yeah, this one smelling similar to Sauvage, of course, it's also going to be a big compliment puller, extremely versatile. You can use it any season, daytime, nighttime, don't matter. I swear we're gonna get to some that are less versatile, okay? Or at least very slightly less versatile. One difference this does have with Sauvage, kind of like Luna Rossa Carbon in a sense, not as aggressive with that metallic ambroxan. You know, it doesn't quite wallop you in the nose. It's a little bit smoother. Just a really pleasant, fresh, spicy scent that pretty much everybody is going to enjoy. Okay, so let's go next with this one. Stronger with You, Intensely. See, less versatile in the sense that you should wear it in fall and winter and not spring and summer. So yeah, fall, winter, daytime or evening, doesn't matter. Great performance with Stronger With You Intensely. That's really one of the main things it's known for. That and being really heckin' sweet. Yeah, so this is one of those ones that could give you a touch of the beatus, a little bit of that diabetes, beat the beatus, beat the meatus? No. Stronger With You. Note breakdown wise, this one has a lot of sweet notes like I just alluded to or explicitly said. There's toffee in here. It's gonna give you that sort of chestnut feel that most of the other Stronger With You fragrances have. There's also vanilla, lavender, cinnamon, tonka, amber, a touch of suede, pink pepper, and juniper as well. It lasts an eternity. It projects well, gets you attention, gets you compliments, and at full retail, it's pretty cheap. Stronger With You and Stronger With You Intensely both at full retail are typically priced below almost every other competitive fragrance if we're talking about scents from other extremely well-known designer brands. Because sure, you can find something like from Perry Ellis that's less than Emporio Armani, but no offense to Perry Ellis or anything, if you go up to your average person on the street and you say, hey, what do you think's more expensive, Emporio Armani or Perry Ellis? You know, I'm just saying, not too many people are gonna be saying Perry Ellis. And yes, I realize Emporio Armani is not Giorgio Armani, I understand. But still, the name carries a little cachet, and the fact that it's very affordable, that don't hurt. So Stronger With You Intensely, if you want some attention, it's a good one. And like I was saying, real cheap, real cheap. I like that. Most of us like that. Paying less money, saving some for ourselves. It's good. You know what else can save you more money? Codes! That's right, coupon codes, dude. Yeah, dude! So I got some of those. I got some of those codes. The JOMASHOP ones, they only work within the app. Ugh. So you gotta download the app, you know, there's an extra step there. But after you download the app, it looks the exact same as their website, and you can use those codes to save money. Max Aroma, they put the kibosh on the 20% code, so now only the 10. Moment of silence, F's in the chat for that. And then the codes for Frag Flex, the Perfume Box, Triple Traders, etc., they remain the same. So you can use those to save money. What fragrance do we speak of next? How about this one? Invictus Parfum in that cool, svelte, modern bottle. As is common nowadays, it had a little bit of Wegovy, a little bit of that Zempic, some semaglutide action, shaving the pounds, cutting up for summer, and now it's looking good. Actually, word on the street is that Paco Rabanne is gonna put this bottle style on all the Invictus fragrances. I guess yet to be seen, but I have seen some people talking about that's what's gonna be. If that's the case, Invictus Parfum not so special anymore. How are you gonna give my guy here the special Parfum bottle and then go make all the bottles the Parfum bottle? Now it ain't special, it's you know? I have been a traditional hater of Invictus. I've told this story many times about how the initial Invictus, when it first came out, I wasn't a big fan. But as time went on, I did acknowledge how big and important that line was. How many different fragrances came out that were copying it. But, you know, as time has gone on, they've come out with some new flankers in that Invictus style. Some of them have been pretty good. And I gotta say, this one of my favorites. It's got that sweetness, that Invictus sweetness. You know, you can tell right away, oh, that's Invictus right there. That's Victonian. That is what it smells like. Invictonian. But this one is a little bit soapier, cleaner, classier, slightly more mature, but still with that like little playful edge to it. A little bit similar to Invictus Legend in a number of different ways. Smells great. Big, big attention grabber, and an Invictus that you can actually wear in more formal occasions, business occasions if you need to, and it's gonna actually fly, it's gonna work. It's not gonna come across like a synthetic bubblegum fever dream induced paralysis sleep demon nightmare, which is how some of the original ones can come across. No, This one has its stuff together. Like I said, it's lost some weight, it's looking good, and it's smelling good. This next one is from Christian Dior. Dior Homme Parfum 2025. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of things to talk about, but I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole with this one. So Obviously a big change from the original Dior Homme Parfum, which a lot of people would consider the pinnacle of men's designer fragrances, like, period. And other people would say, you know, the pinnacle of Dior fragrances, other people, the pinnacle, everything's the pinnacle of Iris fragrances. There's a lot of pinnacleism going on with that one, okay? And so this one is very different from that. So a lot of people are automatically gonna turbo hate this. I have to say, I prefer the original. If we're talking just straight up like the fragrance itself, you know, quality, everything else, the original. But let's get that out of our minds. Go away. It's still in there. It didn't work. Nope, yep. I just gave myself a crick in the neck though. So yeah, let's just talk about this by itself. If we're talking about something that is attention grabbing, compliment pulling, yes. As far as people who really love Iris and their fragrances, when you first spray it on, you do get a blast of Iris. More of like a fresh, kind of sweet Iris. Smells really good, but it dissipates quickly. And then it becomes more of this like sweet, ambery sort of scent profile. You've got shades of Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramall in there, like little bits. It also resembles Armani Code Parfum. So there's similarities to that as well. For me, a little more of that going on, Armani Code Parfum. It does appear to be selling pretty well. If you go to Macy's, sort by bestsellers, this is doing much better than I initially expected it would be. And to be fair, a lot of people who have smelled this do say it smells very, very good, extremely pleasant. It's just one of those situations where it's taking over the name of something that is iconic and replacing that thing. And so a lot of people are really gonna be upset about that, understandably so. If all you care about is compliments though, that'll do it. Am I in love with it? Nope. That's not what this video is about. This video is not about me being in love with it. I'm fighting the urge to just... I lost. When you fight the urge, you're supposed to not do it. Let's see how the bottle is. Well, there's the atomizer. Here's the cap. Here's the bottle. It's fine. Good as new. I'll come around to it. Sorry, bud. Let's go Yves Saint Laurent next. Y Eau de Toilette. Now, when it comes to the Y line, you can go for a bunch of them. You can go Y Live, you can go Y Eau de Parfum Intense, Le Parfum. Though they are coming out with a new Le Parfum with a new note breakdown, new fragrance, and I haven't smelled it yet. I hope that I hope they don't ruin it. I'm just playing. You smell good. People like how you smell. Don't let anyone get you down, including me. But yeah, you can go with a lot of different Y fragrances. Y Eau de Toilette, that is gonna be, at least at retail, your cheapest one, and typically discounters too. And it gets overlooked a lot. You know, a bunch of the time people are going Y Eau de Parfum. That's like the go-to for the majority of people. And then a lot of other people will go Y Le Parfum, you know, the one that was in the all black bottle. Again, I haven't smelled the new one yet. And even Y Eau de Parfum Intense gets a good amount of love. A lot of people say, hey, this one's actually really nice. I like how it comes across. Y Eau de Toilette though, you know, left out in the rain. Very sad. But in terms of usability, man, this stuff crushes. Really, really, really good. Extremely fresh, a little bit ozonic, sweet. We've got citrus in here, ginger, geranium, lavender, cedar, and vanilla as well. And this is one they actually reformulated. And this goes to show it's not always bad when a reformulation happens. This is one that got reformulated. And the new version, which is this one, actually smells better, to me anyway, than the original. They improved upon it. Yeah. So not all hope is lost for the new Y Le Parfum. And I think if you're looking for a great anytime fragrance, Swiss Army knife type of scent, Y EDT, great choice. Also, let me go ahead and just, just work my way over here for no reason. What? Just hanging out, bro. Just posting up. Whoa, what is this? Oh, what are these? Yeah, I've been working on a couple new fragrances. That's what all these are. There's a lot of them. And there's like 50 more upstairs. I'll get one eventually, I'll figure it out. But while I'm working on these, a couple new ones before they come out anyway, these 5 are still available. That is South Slope, Edgewater, West Loop, Jet Black Enigma, and Terra Nova. No, I didn't forget what the name of that one was. My brain just turned off for a second. These are available at every Perfumania and fragrance outlet store in the entire country. So stop in, grab a bottle, do this, go, wow, that's pretty good. And then buy one if you want. And if you don't buy one. I mean, if you don't want to buy one, don't buy one. These are ones that I creatively directed, each one of these here. If you're looking for compliments though, which is what this video is about, in my opinion, West Loop, South Slope, the two best. All right, next fragrance, the most wanted. That is the Parfum version, but the most wanted, the original, the Eau de Parfum Intense, that one also would work really, really well. So the most wanted and the most wanted Parfum, both are kind of in the overarching style set forth by Stronger With You. You have vanilla, woods, and red ginger, technically incandescent woods. I almost chucked the bottle just now. So yeah, it's got those three notes. They do keep it with the dumbed down note breakdown. I'm not a huge fan of that, of course. But yeah, woodsy, sweet, very lightly smoky, a bit spicy as well, very sexy, cozy, alluring. This is gonna be more a two-season fragrance, fall, winter, and it is maybe a little bit better of an evening scent, you know, like a date kind of fragrance potentially. Just don't go insanely heavy with this thing because it can be a little bit strong. You go crazy heavy on a date where you're trying to be a little more alluring. Sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying. You don't want to choke somebody out with the fragrance, you know. I've said this before as well, I'll say it again. If you are going on a date and you wear something that's pretty strong, that's fine. But if you're going out to like a restaurant or something, especially like a nicer restaurant, don't go insanely heavy. See, I was getting choked up just even thinking about it. Don't go crazy heavy because you don't want it to be something where they're trying to, you know, eat their meal or whatever, and they just end up tasting your fragrance. And then like the people in the booth behind you or table next to you are gonna be like, this fucking guy over here, this guy right here, I'm gonna take this steak knife and I'm gonna stab him. You don't want that. Let's go Paradise Garden next. Le Beau. Le Beau? Le Beau. I really feel like that's what they should just change the name to. No more Le Beau. Sorry, your fragrances are now Le Beau. So yeah, Paradise Garden, this one, it works. So does the original, so does Le Parfum, so does the new one, Flower Edition. Actually, the new one, again, Flower Edition, I don't know why I just keep saying it. The new one, in case you don't forget Flower Edition, I just said the new one. Flower Edition, you know, it's like I have goldfish memory. But yeah, that one, it also works really well. It's even fresher, I would say, the freshest of the bunch. And even though it has that name, Flower Edition, it's actually not quite as floral forward as you would expect given a name like that. Paradise Garden though, this one, sweet, green, fresh, tropical as well. It's got that coconut fig going on. Also green notes, green aquatic notes, I think is how it was originally sold, or what the original write-up was. And this stuff just rules. I mean, spring, summer, fall works really, really well. The whole Le Beau / Le Beau line compliment monsters. We got another YSL. Myself. Yep, myself. That one just works. And that one also shows that you do not always need, actually a lot of times you don't need, something with crazy complexity. You don't always need something that's trying to push boundaries, trying to be the most unique new thing that no one has ever smelled before. Like, yeah, that's actually really cool for me as a fragrance fan who has smelled thousands and thousands and thousands of fragrances, something like that. I can smell that and be like, oh, that is super cool. And at the same time, I'll be like, there's gonna be very few situations to wear that. And your average person is gonna smell it and be like, oh God, ugh. And just for the record, just because you like something that is quirky and unique does not make you a better person than someone else who likes something a little more mass appealing. Treat your fellow man with respect. Respect. I would love to be a hater, please. Respect don't exist in this house, brother. So yeah, myself is simple. It's not crazy complex. It's clean, it's a little bit sweet, it's fresh. It's got orange blossom, so white florals, citrus in there, a little ambro fix as it dries down, but people absolutely adore that fragrance. It's just one of those ones you have to put no thought into. You can wear it anywhere, anytime, it don't matter. People are gonna enjoy it. And there are a number of other fragrances that have come out that are, you know, not the same as this one, not the exact same, but they're kind of playing in that ballpark, like the new Guilty Love edition a little bit, Polo 67 a little bit, stuff like that. It just works, and that's what this video is about. So myself, yeah, I like it too. That one has grown on me a bunch. Last but not least, Scandal Absolute. We got another JPG. And I enjoy all the Scandal fragrances, all three of them. Technically, they just announced a fourth one as of this video, but I haven't smelled that one yet. Hey, people in the future, how is that one? The new Scandal Intense. It's pretty good? Or I guess it's not new anymore for you in the future who's watching this right now in the future. I'm talking about way in the future. Like you, who's watching this like a year or 2 years later. Pretty good? Did it suck? Wall popped over here. What does that mean? I mean, it did that after I said it sucked. It's a bad omen. All right, enough of you, person in the future. Hope all is well. Scandal Absolute. I like it. Let's smell it. That smells good. Actually, it smells really good. Ooh, so it gets better with age. Mirabelle Plum, Chestnut, Sandalwood. Simple note breakdown, 3 notes once again. Off this strip, you get that sweetness, you get some nice warmth, a little gourmand essence to it. Also has almost like a, like this caramel, slight chocolate vibe to it. Just really sexy, almost edible. Great performance, you know, the longevity, extremely good. Projection, very, very good. Fall and winter time, once again, but this is magnetic. Like this one right here, if I were gonna say any Scandal fragrance, even though all three right now are very good at pulling compliments, but just one, this is one to own. And there we go. There are 10 fragrances where if all you want is compliments, these will get them. We have some that you can use all year, some that are more fall, winter, some that are more spring, summer, but all of these do the job. And I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, Dior Homme Parfum, but couldn't you have been called something different and you could have just left Dior Homme Parfum alone? Like you could have done that. You could have. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.